sing. You gotta sing.
الخير كله بخدمته. افطن وانتبه لي واستمع زين يا قايد نجاتك، حضرك بالعزاء عد فاطمة دين توفيك بمماتك. إذا مالك علاقة ويا الحسين، إذا مالك علاقة ويا الحسين شد في ايدك صلاتك، صدقني عظيمة دمعة العين تغفر سيئاتك. معجزة الخداع تظهر بالقيامة، قول معجزة الخداع تظهر بالقيامة. وقت الخوف انت تشوف الخير كله بخدمته، الخير كله بخدمته. يا من يا من ايدك الفرح اخدم واترك الخير، تعبك ليه انت حسين، الخير كله بخدمته. من هالمنبر اسمع هالنصيحة، خلي النوح طبعك عالمظلوم عندك، خلي صيحة والزهرة تسمعه، والزهرة تسمعه. إذا ما طايف حسين بضريحة، إذا ما طايف حسين بضريحة يا حج الينفعك، يا حج الينفعك. الله يبارك بزاير ذبيحة وحسن يرفعك، هلا أجري لزار مرة شنو حجة وألف عمره، أجري لزار مرة حجة وألف عمره. يبكي صريح مكة تصيح الخير كله بخدمته، الخير كله بخدمته. يا من رايد اخدم واترك الخير، يا من رايد الخير اخدم واترك الخير، يا من رايد الخير اخدم واترك الخير. تعبك زين عند حسين، الخير كله بخدمته، الخير كله بخدمته حسين. الصفا والمروة من شعائر الله بالآية المبينة، مشي بيناتهن تفسيرة تلقاه بدرة ثمينة، يعتني وصرخ حسينة، ما شايعتني وصرخ حسينة، ما شايعتني وصرخ حسينة. وزورة باربعينه الما يعتقد حسين مولاه بإشكال دينه. اسمع جبريل بعظمته خاتم يما شفته، جبريل بعظمته خاتم يما شفته. هالمرسول هو يقول شقول الخير كله بخدمته، الخير كله بخدمته. يا من رايد الخير اخدم واترك الخير، يا من رايد الخير اخدم واترك الخير. تعبك زين عند حسين، الخير كله جهنم منا تبرد. إذا شنو الثواب اللي ينفق المال في خدمة العترة؟ في خدمة العترة. إذا تنطي لأبو سجاد مثقال يرد الصاع 10، يرد الصاع 10. غنيم حسين هذا واقع الحال، واحنا اليمه فرح، واحنا اليمه فرح. ابو سجاد خال ما يحتاج واحد، ابو سجاد ما يحتاج، ما يحتاج واحد. كل الكون يعرفون الخير كله بخدمته، الخير كله بخدمته. يا من رايد الخير اخدم واترك الخير، يا من رايد الخير اخدم واترك. لا تتعب صوتك.
Florescing. Florescing.
يا من رايد الخير اخدم واترك الخير، دعمه الخير كله بخدمته، الخير كله بخدمته. افطن وانتبه لي واستمع زين يا قايد نجاتك، حضرك بالعزاء عد فاطمة زين توفيك بمماتك، توفيك بمماتك. إذا مالك علاقة ويا الحسين، إذا مالك علاقة ويا الحسين شد في يدك صلاتك، صدقني عظيمة دمعة العين تغفر سيئاتك. معجزة الخدامة تظهر بالقيامة، قول معجزة الخدامة تظهر بالقيامة. وقت الخوف انت تشوف الخير كله بخدمته، الخير كله بخدمته. يا من يا من ايدك الفرح اخدم واترك الخير، تعبك ليه انت حسين، الخير كله بخدمته، الخير كله بخدمته. من هالمنبر اسمع هالنصيحة، خلي النوح طبعك عالمظلوم عندك، خلي صيحة والزهرة تسمعه، والزهرة تسمعه. إذا ما طايف حسين بضريحة، إذا ما طايف حسين بضريحة يا حج الينفعك، يا حج الينفعك. الله يبارك بزاير ذبيحه وحسين يرفعك، وحسين يرفعك. هلا اجري لزار مرة شنو حجة والف عمره، اجري لزار مرة حجة والف عمره. يمكن صريح مكة تصيح الخير كله بخدمته، الخير كله بخدمته. يا من رايد اخدم واترك الخير، يا من رايد الخير اخدم واترك الخير. المبين مشي بينات تفسيرة تلقاه بدرة ثمينة مشى يعتني وصرخ حسين مشى يعتني الما يعتقد حسين مولاه بإشكال دينه. اسمع اي جبريل بعظمته خادم يما شفته جبريل بعظمته خادم يما شفته اي هالمرسول هو يقول شو يقول الخير كله بخدمته الخير كله خادم يا من خالق الخير اخدم واترك الخير يا من رايد الخير اخدم واترك الخير لعبك من عند حسين الخير كله بخدمته جهنم منا تبرد إذا شنو الثواب اللي ينفق المال في خدمة العترة في خدمة العترة إذا تنطي لأبو سجاد مثقال يرد الصاع 10 يرد الصاع 10 غنيم حسين هذا واقع الحال واحنا اليما فرح واحنا اليما فرح ابو سجاد خال ما يحتاج واحد ابو سجاد ما يحتاج واحد كل الكون يعرفون الخير كله بخدمته الخير كله بخدمته يا من رايد الخير اخدم واترك الخير يا من رايد الخير اخدم واترك لا تلعب صوتك
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على خير خلقه أجمعين محمد اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين المنتجبين الذين أذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Respected brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. From wherever you may be watching, peace and mercy and blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be upon you, inshallah. Tonight we, just like yesterday, have our After the Massacre program, wherein we will be having two speakers again, inshallah. Ss Refiloe Mlangeni and our teacher uMfundisi Xolani Mbonani, inshallah. Without any further ado, let us hand over to our first speaker of the night, Ss Refiloe, inshallah. بفضل الصلاة على محمد وآل محمد اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله ثم الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين حبيب إله العالمين أبي القاسم مصطفى محمد اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم وأهل البيت طيبين طاهرين. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يمنون عليك أن أسلموا قل لا تمنوا عليها إسلامكم بل الله يمن عليكم أن هداكم للإيمان إن كنتم صادقين إن الله ويعلم غيب السماوات والأرض والله بصير بما تعملون. صدق الله العلي العظيم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Respected elders, brothers, scholars, sisters, everyone who is watching. The verse we're using yesterday's verses, inshallah, chapter 49, verses 17 and 18. They read, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. They impress on you as a favor that they have embraced Islam. Say, do not count your Islam as a favor upon me. Nay, God has conferred a favor upon you that He has guided you to the faith, if you be true and sincere. Verily, God knows the secrets of the heavens and the earth, and God sees well all that we do. Inshallah, yesterday we were ill prepared. Hopefully today we won't stutter and be all over the place. Mabani Nerwaga Imam Sajjad and how his contribution, or because the survival of Islam depended on Imam Sajjad as the Imam of his time. As uMfundisi said last night, that his fight was not that of the sword, was not that of the blade. He preserved Islam's message through his books and his speeches. And in one of his lectures, he said, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajjal farajahum. In one of his lectures, he said, O Mlaleli, there are 6 things which Allah has given us. They asafang another people that He gave to us. Number 1 is He gave us special wisdom. He gave us patience. He gave us His tunzi, dignity. He gave us power of speech. He gave us isbinzi, courage. And He gave us inhlonipho. And since we don't have much time, we're not going to delve into the meanings of these 6 things. What we can do is, in our free time, if we find time, we can research, inshallah. We are still on prioritizing Islam. Hopefully, inshallah. Please bear with me. We're going to cover only 3 of the 6. We're going to cover wisdom, special wisdom, patience, and dignity for today, inshallah. So we learned that we were favored by being gifted this Islam by Allah. We were favored. So, and we were also gifted of these 6. Number 1 is wisdom, I guess. So what does a wise person do with such a favor? We are taught Hore by the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, if I'm not mistaken, Ari, wisdom is the lost property of a believer. And naturally, when one loses property, they don't rest until it's back in their possession again. So what does one with special wisdom do? Akere, a wise person will search for this lost property, which is wisdom. So the special wisdom, what does a person with special wisdom do with this? They will, upon regaining it, they will utilize it in the best way they are able. So this will be maybe utilizing this gift, regarding acting upon it. We do something with it. We use it to the best of our abilities. We use it because it was sent to benefit us. So we use it to benefit, inshallah. And acting upon something is not always easy. So one will have to be patient. That's number 2. One will have to be patient with the challenges that come with this. If we are not patient, it will be easier to fall. It will be easier to neglect this favor through numerous ways. One way we neglect things or neglect Islam is by compromising too much. Don't get me wrong, compromising is not a bad thing. It's a good thing, but to an extent. For example, an example would be Baba Dulangli Manan Muslim. Ne? If usually, let's say maybe Orapella, there's not enough space in Rumi Urobalan Koyon, so you will use the dining room. It's a public area, okay? But then if your family has guests, you will have to use another room so that the guests can be accommodated, okay? So you using another space instead of dining room will be you compromising, like coming to a compromise, accommodating the guests. That way you still get to pray by going to another room, and then everybody wins because you met each other halfway. Now the other type of compromise would be when you're the guest as a Muslim. Say you're invited to an event or something, and they'll be making a toast during the course of the event. At some point of the event or the ceremony to which you are invited. So, you know, when a toast is made, champagne most of the times. So when you should compromise in that situation, no, it's fine, you can come, accommodate. By the time we raise our champagne glasses, we're not gonna call drink. That is not that's a no-no, because you'll be compromising not only yourself, but the bounty with which you were favored, which is Islam. And that is a big no-no, because when you compromise like that, it is easier for people to use such behavior against you. You know, But the other day you came, and you drank cold drink instead of bujarona and harinabjala when you were able to drink cold drink. So what's the issue now? You know, that's the bad side. Yeah, compromise, where you would be compromising Islam. That's not a good way to compromise, inshallah. We'll move to number 3, which is dignity. Ne? Dignity, seriti, isithunzi. We are still on prioritizing Islam. Everything Allah has created has dignity, from the insects to the plants, to the cosmos, and. Now, with regards to the human being, obviously, since we are considered really godim, dignity arona leona, ikodim, or we were created hori dignity arona to have a high standing, you know, and if we exercise it potently, we can go to town with it. We can ascend to greater heights without end, perpetually, you know. And if we do the opposite, we are told, hooray, men can reach a status above the angels and can also to a status below the animals, you know, lower than the animals. That's if you don't have dignity. This can be seen. How would you know that you are acting in a dignified manner, or or unalisiriti, you know, handle? This can be seen by the treatment you'll be getting as a result of carrying yourself with dignity. People, for example, they are all Muslim. They will not come near you, kabjoala, you know. They will try by all means to avoid you, because status sa dignity. So le bona will be batlo treat jwalo the way we tshwarang ka teng, you know. They will not come near you with alcohol. They will prefer your comfort over theirs. For instance, if maybe Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farajahum. If maybe and you're the only Muslim, or there's Muslims and non-Muslims, if we or you act in a dignified manner, they will make sure to have halal foods only when you're around, and not say maybe uteng ntanga or uteng aus re peile kolobe rona mara wena o tla ja di-veg akere. No, they won't do that, because they would be holding you in high regard. So what they will do, they will go out of their way to make sure you're as comfortable as possible. They will either cook food that you can all eat, maybe cook veggies only, feel uncomfortable, or cook halal meat with the veggies, you know. Another sign that can show hore unestunzi is they will, maybe you're visiting a cousin or a friend, to make sure hore you are accommodated. They will make sure, they will see to it that they have a stinger container for you, because how are your toilet, you know, instead of just using toilet paper. So they will make sure that you have the same things that you have in your comfort zone, in your own space, in their space, to accommodate you. They will have a stinger container for you should you need to use the loo, and most definitely they will reserve a space so you can make swala. Because tlabe in an honorable manner, you would have afforded yourself such treatment, you know. Hausa compromising. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Wa ajil farajahum. Those will be the effects tsa ho prioritize Islam, because rona rinkile Islam ra etsa a plaything more ileng hore we do it whenever we can, you know. I do whatever works for me. Kubani, we didn't act upon wisdom. Wisdom kimpo. We didn't act upon wisdom. Kubali, if I'm not mistaken, has to do with knowledge. So when you were favored by Islam, you, to some point, there was knowledge kayon, so you didn't act upon it, which is why it is difficult for us to prioritize Islam, and it will be easier for people who aren't us or non-Muslims to treat us however, because we act however. I think it into serious. When we act or prioritize Islam, people move their things so that you can be comfortable. You don't have lunch at 1. Maybe ligena late, and then they have a lunch late because of the way we day. They can say no. They can make an exception for you because babon this person, this thing, Islam as an option. Rona ringile ra option. We do things kaurata harona. I'm gonna take whatever I can and work with whatever I can and do whatever I want. How do we see this? We didn't prioritize Islam, so rezang, okay, this is gonna get me into trouble. We end up showing our beautiful necks, rabiri didugu, because we don't understand. So we don't prioritize something that we don't understand. That is us, because you can't be wise and not be knowledgeable. They work together, you know. Last night my phone was low, so what I said, charge phone, it has problems. So I said to my brother, please nka charge engwe so lanka itlo charge, you know. Are good na into that kind of thinking is very faulty, because e ka se sebetse hantle. Ntho e tlo sebetsang hantle, ntho e tlo re sebeletsang hantle, ke ntho e tswang hantle. So what should I do? I should get a new charger or fix my one if you are looking say. What we want is to take whatever we can, repatch. No, we can't do that, especially not ka Islam, you know. It's a treasure. It should be treated as such. It doesn't come first. It's the only thing, you know. Islam, and then other things follow, you know. So inshallah, may Allah help us to get our priorities in check. And not prioritizing is really limit our blessings to miniature things. For instance, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum. Not prioritizing makes us limit blessings to miniature things. Imagine if, like a simple thing we take for granted. Imagine if we had no thumb, né? We didn't have thumbs. It would be difficult to tshwara baguette. So we are not thankful for the thumb. No. What we do is we become, or we show gratitude after losing something. We shouldn't be thankful only when a bounty is lost. May Allah take us as a Muslim. We don't value Islam now. If I had Nkabeki, because we are not grateful of this bounty now, so we will not prioritize it. Don't be grateful after a bounty is lost. Be grateful now. Utilize it now. Even when you have it, be grateful for it. Especially when you have it is when you should be most grateful, because you should think, try to, when you hold something, let's say, when you hold something heavy, you need your thumb, right? If you don't have it, if you didn't have a thumb, you would hold it like this. It would be difficult, because say this thing is very medical class in it lower, or not difficult to carry it around. So we should value things that we have. How are we going to value something that we don't prioritize? How are we going to value something that we don't take serious? May Allah have mercy on us, inshallah, to be grateful and make the most of the favors He has bestowed upon us, inshallah. May Allah help us to be our best versions, inshallah. May Allah help us to Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum. May Allah help us to not slack, inshallah, and may He forgive us our shortcomings. May forgive us our very many sins. May forgive our parents and our friends, ourselves. Sometimes we think because maybe we are Muslim that there are some things that take our jambang. So may Allah forgive us, inshallah, our shortcomings and sins. May Allah help us. Inshallah, this advice was directed to me first before anyone else, and if it didn't make sense, please bear with me. If there were any mistakes, they are completely from me. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ya laytani كنا معهم فأفوز فوزا عظيما. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم كن لوليك الحجة بن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. شكرا لله. السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. Thank you very much, Sister Refiloe, for the beautiful talk that you gave. My verdict, if it means anything, you are a very good speaker. Inshallah, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Going forward, maybe we'll give you an entire slot to yourself, inshallah. The whole week to yourself for after the massacre. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increase you and bless you, inshallah. And without any further ado, excommunicado. Let us have our speaker there. Let's wait for him to come on. What Sister Refiloe does for these programs, subhanallah, is what we wish many sisters would do. All the scholars, all the speakers are always men, and it gets in a way boring. It gets monotonous, you know. So if you can have ladies from time to time to present, it would be great, inshallah. We would really love that. For those ladies perhaps who want to be speakers or be teachers for other people and maybe for their children, inshallah, we are available for such a course, inshallah, so that they can have that capability, inshallah. Then we'll have many female speakers and many female teachers of Islam, inshallah. Let's not waste any more time and welcome uMfundisi Xolani Mbonani, excommunicado, بفضل الصلاة على محمد وعلى محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد وعجل فرجه.
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد. يا الله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. Ngiyazwakala Musheikh. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا ونبينا أبو القاسم المصطفى محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين لا سيما بقية الله في الأرضين ورواه العالمين لتراب مقامه الفضاء أما بعد. وقال أمير المؤمنين عليه السلام: الصادق من كان نهيا عن الظلم والعدوان معينا على البر والإحسان. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد وعجل فرجهم. My respected brothers and sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. First of all, I would like to send my condolences to the Imam of our time, Imam Mahdi Ali Ajalallahu Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif, and also to all our esteemed scholars, our marajis, and all the followers of Ahlul Bayt, inshallah, and also all the Muslims at large on these dark days, inshallah, in this month of Muharram. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make it easy for us, inshallah. To continue, inshallah, with our yesterday's talk, as also a topic to speak about in Iqiniso. And alhamdulillah, we were able to discuss these two beautiful verses, inshallah, of the Holy Quran, and also in some few of hadith from Imam Ali alayhi salam. And alhamdulillah, we spoke about the meaning, and also not the not the meaning, but the importance of ukukhuluma iqiniso nokuphila ngokweqiniso, as these are two beautiful verses they mention. So inshallah, just before siqhubeka ngokwanamhlanje, inshallah, I'd like to quote another hadith of Imam Ali alayhi salam, and I know what nilquotile even izolo. Yayibona lento leyo. When Imam okay, yeah, no, salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajal farajahum. In fact, ngenze iphutha ne bengalikhuthanga izolo, but I wanted to nalo libe part of ilona izolo, but then sochubeka namhlanje inshallah. It says that if you tell the truth, it becomes a part of your past. And mangakhumbula kahle ngamenshina ukuthi if ukhuluma iqiniso, it will set you free. You understand? And uyazisiza naseyintweni eziningi. Wayibona into leyo. So based on this hadith, I'm not if you tell the truth, it becomes a part of your past. You understand? Yenza izinto zibe lula for wena. It becomes i-past yakho. But now, if you tell a lie, it becomes part of your future. I wanna hear the thing. If you tell a lie, it becomes part of your future. How many times have you ukhuluma amanga, but then after then uthola situation like you are embarrassed. Why? Because so from before, and if you spoke Iqiniso before, based on Pelela lapinda bayakhona. But because now we are camba amanga, wazithola ukhuluma amanga ngasamething, uyayibona into leyo. Uzithole wenzakalani, so uzithole enkingeni uphi ku-future. And there's a story about one sheikh. Uyayibona into leyo. That sheikh, he's good. He's a good liar. I won't lie to you. He's a good liar. Uyayibona into leyo. He will speak and speak and speak about someone. You understand? And the amanga, and now mamele, you will feel good. Yeah, this guy man is speaking the truth, and I know me. Uyayibona into leyo. But now it happened one day that uzithole in a situation whereby makakhuluma la umanga kanti someone was recording him. Uyayibona into leyo. So now it came to a point where azithola ukuthi now uyaconfrontiwa about those lies. Kuthiwa ndoda wena, you said this. Uyayibona into leyo. So maqala uyaphika, then they played that recording for him. And the painful part is that same people laba ebekabakhohlisa were the same people mayesebenza sebamangala ukuthi awundoda. Phela wena busitshele ukuthi you understand and then i-proof kuso. Uyayibona into leyo. So may Allah save us inshallah. Yabo ukuthi sihlezi sikhuluma iqiniso so that singazitholi sesibhekene nani nenkinga. Uyabona. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. So masiqhubeka ke go topic yanamhlanje kahle kahle we're still talking about any truthfulness, ne? But now we're talking about a truthfulness based on ini ubungani, the friendship. You understand? Because we all know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala yasho ku-Quran ukuthi ama-believers should not befriend ini ama-non-believers. Uyayibona into leyo. And but now here's the tricky thing yabo ukuthi sometimes futhi especially kulama society esiphila kuwo thina abantu whereby ama-Muslims are not many. You understand? Sezithola unabangani even na people who are non-Muslims. Yabo. But it doesn't mean ukuthi those people are not believers. Let me just be clear when it comes to that. Yabo. You can even go to a tafsir Surah Bakara verse verse number 2. ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين. Mabakhuluma ngamamuttaqin ukuthi abubani. You understand? They even mention people who are not yet Muslims. They are also muttaqin. You understand? But it's just that basese ku process whereby Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala usazobapha ini guidance. Uyayibona le nto leyo. So but now we do befriend ama-Muslims. Uyayibona le nto leyo. But now uzithola in a situation where ubetraywa a Muslim brother. Uyayibona le nto leyo. Yakubetray and after that umuntu wakhona semele manje bazokutshela ukuthi no but kumele umxolele, he's your brother and stuff like that. You understand? But from the beginning uyayibona why bekasakubetray. Uyayibona into leyo. So but asikho lapho. Into engizama ukuyichaza la nje ukubonisa ukuthi what kind of ama-friends ekumele ube nawo as a believer or as a Muslim who follows ini Ahlul Bayt. Imam Ali alayhi salam, there is iloni hadith yakhe la saying yakhe where he says a friend cannot be considered a friend until he is tested in 3 occasions. And one of those occasions, number 1 is what? In times of need, and behind your back, and after your death. You understand? So that is a friend. That is a true, it's a friend. So if a person, you claim ukuthi he's your friend, and he has never been tested in these 3 things, then melubheke. Uyayibona? So a friend, when you are in need and now you just you see ukuthi okay ngu-situation whereby ngidinga someone ozongisiza ku-that situation, you understand, and you start calling, making those calls, you understand, bonke they give you those excuses and stuff like that, you understand. Those ones, based on this hadith, you must know that they are not your friends, you understand, because those people are the ones whom wena mawucala bona mabacala bakudinga, you understand, when you are there for them, but when you are in need of them, they are not there for you. Those ini akusabangani abangani bamanga, akusiyini akusabangani bani beqiniso, uyayibona into leyo. And then the second one uthi behind your back. So now if ngingekho nawe, izini izinto engizikhulumayo about you, do I speak good things about you? Do I praise you, or I'm doing the opposite? You understand? Khona ukuthi mangenawe ngivele ngihleke nawe kube mnandi, uyayibona nto. But mawucala nje ujike ubheka le, sengiyakucala uSheikh naye man yakhathaza. Sheikh man this. Uyayibona into leyo. So that kind of a person is not cannot be considered as your true friend. Yabo? Then number 3 uthini, and after your death. Yabona ke le inzima ke. Le inzima because there are a lot of things if I claim ukuthi ngumngani wakho. You understand? If so shonile, will I be there to make ghusl for you? Will I be there to make sure ukuthi you are buried ngendlela right? Will I be there to recite that talqin for you? Or will I be there performing night prayers on your behalf? Uyayibona into leyo. And making du'as for you each and every day. Will I be able to do so if I am your true friend? Uyayibona into leyo. So but now if ngihluleka ukuzenza lento lezo, therefore I cannot be considered as your true friend. Uyayibona lento leyo. Because you see, if I'm a believer and we claim to be friends with each other, mele in every situation esizithola kuyo sikwazi ukwenzani ukubhekelana. Because ama-believers they always bayabhekelana. Uyayibona into leyo. So now salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farajahum. Awona mhla inshallah ngizokhuluma nje ngizokhutha nje amahadith kuphela Imam Ali alayhi salam. There's this other one where he says a true friend, ne? He says that a true friend is one who upon seeing a fault, ne? Yeah, mabona like in a fault from kuwe. Say maybe you are doing something which is not good, or maybe kuyenzeka ukuthi uzithole wenza something but ungabi ungapay attention with what you are doing is not good. Yabo? But a true friend uzokhona ukuphaphamisa athi ngibafo la awenzi kahle. Uyayibona lento leyo. It gives you an advice, a good advice. Then it will depend on you how you're gonna react to it. Like I said yesterday, ukuthi when it comes to Iqiniso singalibeka kahle kamnandi, but lihlezi libhitter. Yabo? Even if singalibeka kahle, singalihlala singalibeki ngendlela right. Yabo? In both ways Iqiniso lihlezi linjani libhitter. Yabo? So a true friend yilo ozokhona ukuthi enzeni akunikeze i-advice makabona i-fault kuwe. And then uthi, and who defends you in your absence. Yabo isibusela kuphi kuyo futhi le hadith le engiceda ukuyiquote where he says that behind your back. So now in your absence, What are things that I'm saying about you? If maybe, let's say, somebody comes to me and tell me, hey, your friend, untanga phela naku, uthi so. But mina ngikwazi umuntu onjalo. You understand? Kumele ngibe able ukwenzani ukukudefenda. You understand? Sometimes nanoma ngabe okay, you are that person, yabo. Still I have to defend you. Yabo ukuthi no. I doubt ukuthi untanga can do that. Uyayibona into leyo. I doubt ukuthi untanga can do that. But now into ekuyomele ngiyenze after that, kumele ngi-approach na ngi-confront. Ngikutshele ukuthi endoda phela ngiva bathi. Uyabona into leyo. So please, if you are doing that thing, please phumela ubalo. Do you do that or what? Yabo. So this is how we keep in a healthy and a truthful relationship amongst our friends. Uyayibona into leyo. So but if kungukuthi ngizothi manje ngikukhuza and then now you start sowudlalela ekudeni nami. You understand? Ngoba ungafuni kwenzani ukuva iqiniso. Therefore kusho ukuthi kwawena awusumngani wani weqiniso. And yet i-Islam isikhuthaza ukuthi if I become a friend of you, kumele ngibe umngani wani ngokweqiniso. You understand? This goes vele ngako konke nabo brotherhood and stuff like that. Today you find people claim ukuthi baphushe brotherhood. But mawuthi ababheka all because bonke banjani mhlambe banomcebo, uyayibona into leyo. And if a person mhlambe ophuwa comes to them, bacala benzani bayambalekela. You understand? So that thing you can't say it's a brotherhood. Uyayibona into leyo. That's just one example. Yabo. So inshallah, I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to save us, inshallah. Another thing, I wanted to quote verse but now I'll just quote them in English so that you can go through them, inshallah, on your free time, and also you can go through in tafsir or lauma verse 3. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajal farajahum. So, but before my quote, there's this one hadith about before Stuber. Is the hadith that I've quoted Mangala Iloni lecture. It says that Nayara Imam Al alayhi salam. It says that الصادق من كان ناهيا عن الظلم والعدوان معينا على البر والإحسان. يعني a true friend is he who forbids one from injustice. A true friend is he who forbids one from injustice and wrongdoing while helping one to perform good deeds and be righteous. That is a true friend. According to Imam Ali alayhi salam, uthi umngani wangeqiniso, umngani wangempela, yilo oyenzani okukhuzayo mawenza injustice. And when you do injustice, it doesn't mean that you do injustice to someone. You can also do injustice to yourself. That is why even on Dua Kumil more recite out in Dwalam to Nafsi, I have done injustice to myself. I have oppressed myself. Ngani ngokukhomita ama-sins wakho. Uyayibona into leyo. So now if ngikubona ukuthi you are in that situation and so ugcwele yakho, kumele ngikwazi ukuthi ngenzeni, ngikudonse ngithi bafo so uyayilahla iza ngapha. Uyayibona into leyo. So by then I'm becoming a true friend. Yabo? And also ngikwazi nokuthi ngikusize, ngikukhuthaze ngani ngokuthi wenze okuhle. Uyayibona into leyo. Ngikwazi ukuthi ngikukhuthaze ukuthi wenze ama-good deeds and ube umuntu onjani, o-righteous, umuntu onjani ohloniphekile. You understand? So even mina, if ngikwenza lokho ngikukhuthaza ngezinto ezinhle, ngizisiza kwasamina. You understand? We both benefit from it. You become a good person. I also become an honored person in the eye of Allah. Uyayibona nto leyo. So this is how ubungani bethu kumele bube ngakhona. Singathi manje masihlangana sihlangana ukuthi esano semele manje sibhizi sicoca ngabobani or semele manje sihlangane ngokuthi hey mele sodla abantwana kuphi udazi samajida sometimes yabo we find ourselves in those situations siyajuthana mase ngiyibeka ngesikasi uyayibona lento siyajuthana sometimes mfana nathi sivayise lapha kazibani bani siyokhwaza uyayibona lento leyo akusiwo ubungani lokho uyangithola akusiwo ubungani ubungani ukuthi my brother did you pray today uyayibona lento leyo hey my brother it's Ramadan are you fasting uyayibona lento leyo hey my brother stop doing that yabo stop talking bad about your own brother hey stop you understand this yini ubungani kumele sibe nabo ubudlelwane ekumele sibe nabo other than lokho therefore we are not in abangani uyabona so mawuya ku-Quran as ngishilo uzoquote these 3 verses uyayibona nto le Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in these verses uthi Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. I'll just read them. He says that O you who believe, do not take for intimate friends from among others than your own people. They do not fall short of inflicting loss upon you. They love what distresses you. Vehement hatred has already appeared from out of their mouths, and what their breasts conceal is greater still. Indeed, we have made the communications clear to you, if you will understand. And then the other one, it says, Lo, you are they who will love them while they do not love you. And you believe in the book, in the whole of the book. Ne? And when they meet you, they say, we believe. And when they are alone, they bite the ends of their fingers in rage against you. Hey Allah. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala maqhubeka kulo verse uthi say uyangithola say die in your rage. Surely Allah knows what is in their breasts. And then the last one he says, if good befalls you, it grieves them. And if an evil afflicts you, they rejoice at it. And if you are patient and guard yourselves, their scheme will not injure you in any way. Surely Allah comprehends what they do. This is Surah Ali Imran, verse number 18 to number 20. Just those 3 verses. From these 3 verses, you can tell, you understand ukuthi okay, siphila nabantu abanjani. Ama-surroundings esinawo, those people esiclaim ukuthi babangani bethu abantu abanjani. Uyayibona le nto leyo. So yamuva uyasho nala ukuthi where he says that they love what distresses you, and vehement hatred has already appeared from out of their mouth. You understand? Umuntu vele ongakuthandi and ozoclaima ukuthi umngani wakho, you must notice indlela akhuluma ngayo, his speech. You understand? Mele uhlezi wenzani gijima emagameni wakhe. Then you will understand with this person why njalo if something good yangenzakalela, he speaks something negative about it. You understand? Why njalo if mhlambe ngiyakhala ukuthi esani ngiyalimala ngiyakhawatheka, why njalo he speaks something eyenzani engicindezela more. You understand? Those are the people that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks to them in these beautiful verses. And also the other one where he says when they meet you, they say we believe. And when they are alone, they bite the ends of their fingers in rage against you. Those are the ones abapretendayo as if bayakuthanda mabanawe. You understand? But mabacala nje utshobela uthi sithe, like they speak very hurtful things about you. They don't like you. They don't love you. Those are kind of people abenzeni abangasiyini ama true friends. Yabo. Alhamdulillah, it's good to no Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uyakhona ukuthi asibonise umazwi wakhe amahle ukuthi not everyone, not or everyone in your surrounding is a good friend. Uyayibona le nto leyo. And also abona uyasho futhi uthini, if good befalls you, it grieves them. So abathandi, injabulo yakho kahle kahle, it's a thorn to them. You understand? It's a thorn to them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala yakupha ama-favors, but then out of jealousy, out of whatever, you understand, abathandisisi. But they expect you to bajabulele when good things befalls them. But then when evil thing befalls you, bayacala benzani, they show injabulo. Bayajabula ukuthi alright, kula isimfuna khona. Uyayibona into leyo. And this, it doesn't only ayipheleli uphi ebanganini kuphela. Yabo? Including even ama-families. A lot of families are crumbled because of such behavior. You understand? A lot of families are phukile ngaphakathi because of such behavior. You understand? So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect us from such, inshallah. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make it easy for us, inshallah. Ungachithi isikhathi senu esiningi. I'll just quote this last hadith and then we siyavala, inshallah, because yazi ukuthi some of us kumele sivuke simisebenzini, abanye kumele baye ey'kolweni. Akuna strike kusasa, alhamdulillah. It says, stay with the truthful, no matter how few. Yabona into leyo. So kumele ustike kulabo abanjani abaneqiniso, even if bancane, even if they are few. You understand? And then teeny, stay away from the false, no matter how many. Stay away from laba benzani abaphila ngamanga, even if baningi. Ngiyacabanga ukuthi some of us, we have experienced such thing. Uyayibona le nto leyo. So ukuthi manje we want to belong in a certain group just because those group, they possess whatever, they possess this and that. You understand? Whereby the minority, lecindezelwayo and stuff, we don't want to be with them. You understand? And only to find out that minority, le abayigxekayo and stuff like that, yiyo ephethe ini iqiniso, iyephila ngani ngokweqiniso. But now this majority, you prefer yona just because now you wanna be amongst. Uyayibona into leyo. So that's kuza la imam ukuthi stay away from them. You understand? Unless those people, they are truthful. Now, if those people are truthful, then follow them. But then if they are not truthful, we are happy. We are happy, chiga. Uyayibona into leyo. Even when you look at the school of thoughts that we are following, we will find out ukuthi some of these school of thoughts, there are those who are smaller in number. You understand? But baphethe ini iqiniso, and those who are large in number baphethe ini falsehood. Similar to a situation yaseKarbala. Masibheka indaba yaseKarbala, how many companions did Imam Hussein alayhi salam had during those times? You understand? Even when azothi today ngiyasicima lesibani, whomsoever ufuna ukuphuma angaphuma. Uyayibona into leyo. But they decided to stay, and they were small in number compared to the number yani ye-army kayazini. You understand? And trust me, I know very well that amongst that army of Yazid, some of them who were just following the command, but now they don't know what they were doing. They felt ukuthi no, this is the right one just because why banning, you understand? But only to find out that le line leli abalandelayo ile line leli elokudhonorisa Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to save us, inshallah. Sibe amongst the companions of Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam, inshallah. You know, there's this thing in English quote, maslin nje nama brothers isixoxa yabo. Ngisho ngidazi sometimes when we claim to become the true followers of Imam al-Hussein or of our ai if we say we truly follow them, you understand? If you say you truly ufuna ukubalandela ngokweqiniso, uyangithola, don't look at them like specifically bona, you understand? Because when you look at how Imam Ali alayhi salam lived his life, and then you compare yourself, you are far. You understand? You are far. It's like you are behind the wall. Awuboni ngale kwenzakalani. You understand? But when you look at his companions, those were his Shias. You understand? Those are the people emele uthi uma ubabheka uzibuza into eyi-one ukuthi okay, if I claim to be a true Shia, and then when I look at Abu Dhar, you understand? Between mina naye ubani isikhokho? You understand? This is how you should compare yourself with, okay, if ngithi ngiyishia kamampela, you understand? When I look at uMalik Ashtar, bekuwumuntu onjani? Uyayibona le nto leyo? Those people are the ones who will take you to your imam. So indlela ebebaphila ngayo. You understand? Look at Abu Muslim ibn Aqil. If now, let's say now, imam yakuthuma manje ithi okay ndoda hamba endaweni eso, go lead those people. And ufike laphana uthole labantu laba bakungalela nani bakuthuke nani. You understand? Will you be patient like the way Muslim ibn Aqil had patience during the time mabamthumela elona? Uyayibona into leyo? So this is how you should weigh yourself. You understand? If you are a true Shia or what? If you are a truthful follower of Ahlul Bayt or what? Uyayibona into leyo? So inshallah, angizothanda ukuthi ngiyivale lapho. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make it easy for us, inshallah. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive us for our faults, inshallah. Sicele nje futhi ukuthi Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whatever lokhu esikufihlile ey'nhlizweni zethu, especially from esikufihlile for ourselves, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ukuthi us protect if that thing is something which is evil, inshallah. Or we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us or be amongst the true followers of Ahlul Bayt, inshallah. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us amongst the people who are always reviving the teachings of Ahlul Bayt, inshallah. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ukuthi asiyenze sibe ama-true believers, inshallah, the true followers of Ahlul Bayt, inshallah. And also, sicela Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala axolele abazali bethu esebasishiya kulo mhlaba, abalethele ukukhanya nala abalele khona, inshallah. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to raise even their status, inshallah. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ukuthi even the benefits of the majalis of Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam ukuthi nabo babe neshare yabo, inshallah. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ukuthi nama parents wethu asaphila, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect them for us, inshallah. And also ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala aphe ama families wethu guidance, inshallah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم كن لوليك الحجة بن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة في كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا معينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا بحق محمد وإخوته الطاهرين. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد وعجل فرجهم. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. يا الله تفضل مولانا.
أحسنتم Mfundisi excommunicado. Thank you very much for the enlightening talk and the inspiring points. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to increase you and preserve you for us, inshallah, so that we continue learning from you, inshallah ta'ala. Join us tomorrow, dear viewers, for the last part of After the Massacre 2 with Sister Refiloe Mlangeni and uMfundisi excommunicado Xolani Mbonani, inshallah. Tabaraka wa ta'ala. Until then, fi amanillah. Assalamu alaikum. Peace, mercy, and blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be upon you all.